Okay, so question 9 is the exact same process. This time it doesn't give you a picture. It doesn't give you a diagram. So it gives you your first point A is at 1 comma 4. Okay, and your next point B is at 722. Okay, and if it's not right away, if it's not apparent where these points are, and if a diagram helps, you can just make yourself a little XY axis thing. 1, 4, well, that's going to be 1 along the x-axis and 4 up. So something like maybe there. Maybe there's where A is. And B is going to be 7. So it's going to be maybe there. And then it's going to be like, well, if that's 4, 22 is going to be way up. But it's going to look something like that. Right? So we have it kind of in our mind what it'll look like. We're going to use our formula, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Now, you may be wondering, does A always have to be the first point and B always have to be the second point? Will it change your answer? Well, it shouldn't. So we're going to solve it both ways. First, we're going to make A point number 1, so this is our x1, y1, and then B will be point number 2, x2, y2. Okay, so if we do that, we've got 22, right? Y2 is 22, y1 is 4. 22 subtract 4, and then x2, 7 subtract 1. So we've got 22 subtract 4, well that's 18. 7 subtract 1 is 6. 18 over 6, well, oops, I ran out of room. 18 over 6, well that's just 3. Okay, so in this one, m is equal to 3. You could say 3 over 1, but that's the same thing as saying 3. Now let's take a look and see what would happen if we made point B, if this was x1, y1, and this was x2, y2. So instead of having 22 subtract 4, we're going to have 4 subtract 22. And instead of having 7 subtract 1, we're going to have 1 subtract 7. Okay, well, 4 subtract 22, that's negative 18. 1 subtract 7, that's negative 6. Negative 18 over negative 6, positive 3. So you get the same answer. It doesn't matter which point you have x1, y1, x2, y2. It doesn't matter. When I set these questions up, I like to set them up so that I always get to work with positive numbers instead of negative ones if possible. So sometimes you just maybe need to look at your points and see, okay, which one should I make point 1, which one should I make point 2, just to make the question as easy as possible. Okay, so I hope this was helpful.